It's Madden NFL 24, and our focus is on Zay Jones. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Ravens and the Browns, next on Madden Football.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out in his 8th season, guy who has started for a few teams across the league, Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Brissett. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 21 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 2. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Brings up 2nd and 1. Here's Jones. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now Watson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
At the 17-yard line.
Now Brissett.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. First down, Brissett.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Brissett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And Chubb tried the middle here. Stiff-armed him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jamar Chase.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Brissett. They set up the screen to Chubb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ayuk going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A 1st down throw for Brissett. Open man is Chase, complete.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
To throw, Brissett. Got an open man. It's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
A give running right is Chubb. Takes it to about the 37.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Watson. slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Brissett's throw taken in here by Chase. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Brissett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Watson's throw taken in by Slayton. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Watson. Right side, there's Likely with it. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Watson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. A shotgun snap for Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. To the sideline and incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And able to get this out to the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes third down and 7.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away.
Here comes Tony on the return.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That is caught.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brissett to throw on first.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Chubb on the counter. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They go play action with Brissett.
That one too wide and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Ravens.
They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
A handoff now for Pacheco. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. third down. Watson throwing out left and finding Likely. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Brissett on first down. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Here's second and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 3rd and long, it's Watson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Brissett. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And they run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. 3rd and 8. A give. This is Chubb. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. Folk's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Now Watson.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 46-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
And the Ravens first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Watson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Brissett.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now Brissett. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, Brissett. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk from 19 yards away. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Watson looks to throw again. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 54 yards.
And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Brissett got a man. That's Ayuk.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A first down throw for Brissett.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
To throw, Brissett.
at the 41-yard line.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again, it's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And there he goes left side.
Now inside the 25.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Brissett.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Baltimore.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case,